Hey everyone, my name is Anthony McPhail, and I have the joy of serving as the pastor of Valdosta First Methodist Church and also serving as the leader of our Certified Lay Ministry program in the South Georgia Conference. You know, right now is such an exciting time to be a part of the Global Methodist Church. We are seeing God do a new thing across our churches, and we want to do our part to lean into what the Spirit is doing and invest in the leaders of our congregation so that our churches are ready to live into this movement and to see where God might be leading us next. I want to just go over a few questions that you might have about certified lay ministry training to see if maybe it's something God is calling you to. The first question you might have is, what is a certified lay minister? Well, first of all, a CLM is exactly what it sounds like. It is someone who's been certified as a layperson to be in ministry. Now that's a broad definition, so let's make it a little more specific. CLMs serve in a variety of capacities across our churches. We see some CLMs who are lay leaders within their congregation, providing support to the pastor in whatever ways the pastor needs support. We also see them leading ministries within churches. Maybe it's as a Sunday school teacher or a children's ministry or youth ministry or some sort of adult discipleship. We also use CLMs to fill churches that maybe are without a pastor for a period of time. Right now in the South Georgia Conference, for example, over 10% of our churches are in need of a permanent pastor. And CLMs help us fill that void and provide leadership during the interim so that the congregational worship can continue during that period. The second question that we get the most is, when is the next round of training? Well, for our next round of training, we're actually offering two different options, two different paths, so to speak, for how you can get the 5 courses that you will need to be certified as a lay minister. One option is to take the classes individually. A couple of the courses are offered online, and then a few are offered in person, scattered on different Saturdays between now and next spring. And then the second option you might consider is we are going to do an in-person immersion weekend that will be from Thursday afternoon through a Sunday afternoon right here in Valdosta, Georgia. And that's a way to knock out all of your coursework in one big swoop. So you choose the path that works best for you and whatever works best for your schedule and your learning style, and we would love to see you no matter where you show up. Okay, so you know what a CLM is and you know when the training is. You might be wondering what you need to get started. Well, if you go to our conference website and you go to Certified Lay Ministry, you can click on the link to register. Now that just holds your spot on our roster, but there are 2 other things that we want to make sure that you have in order to be enrolled in that first round of training. The first is you need to talk to your pastor and make sure you have their permission and their endorsement to be a part of the program. And the second is that there is a registration fee associated with it. Be sure to take a look at how many courses you're going to be taking and make sure you've sent that in before the first course begins so that we can make sure that you're registered properly. Another question we get from time to time is, can you participate in the program if you're not a part of the South Georgia Conference? I am so glad you asked. We would love for you to come and be a part of our program. We have had people from both the South Georgia Conference and the North Georgia Conference, as well as people from Michigan and West Virginia as a part of our training in the past. And we would love to welcome anybody that wants to make the trip to Georgia to be a part of it. Now, I will say that I want to encourage you to talk to your presiding elder or your Board of Ministry chair in your respective annual conference and make sure that they are going to sign off on you taking the training from another conference before you invest in being a part of our program here in South Georgia. But another question we get from time to time is, can you take the courses if you're not planning on becoming a certified lay minister? Sure, we'd love for you to come and be a part of the training. I think that you would be enriched spiritually to be a part of it. In fact, I would encourage people who maybe are considering and discerning whether God might be calling them to some form of ministry to go ahead and take the foundational and Bible courses. That will set you up for if you decide to go through the full training later on down the road. But beyond that, it will give you a chance right now to discern how God might be leading you and to grow a little bit deeper in your faith. And finally, how do you get started? Head to the website, fill out the registration form, let me know if you have any questions, and we would love to see you be a part of our next round of CLM training.